Hello guys, I hope you're all doing fine. This would be the third segment of my dream. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do refer to the first two videos I uploaded before this one. Dream message 1 and dream message 2. But as for a brief recap, it was about a dream I had a few weeks ago about me carrying this baby passing by a room which had an open door, a room which was full of snakes, around 300 long snakes which were almost all sleeping, aside from the ones on top which were huge already and they were starting to wriggle. Okay, in the second dream, in the second segment of my dream interpretation, I talked about Kundalini. Actually, I also did talk about it in the first video. However, I expounded about this more in the second video. Now, in this video, I would be talking about our chakras. Okay, for those of us who are not so familiar with them. Now, going back to the definition of Kundalini, it is the life force at the base of the spine. And it is said that when we are not awakened, then this life force or this energy source is just coiled at the base of the spine like a snake. So Kundalini actually translates into the word snake. Yeah, practically that. And then it is said that when we are unawakened, then this just remains sleeping. Okay, so let me make it clear that this is part of each and every one of us. So we don't conclude that some people have it and some don't. So everyone has it. It's just that for some of us, like my snake dream, a lot of them were just sleeping. So I am hoping that in encountering this video, I would be talking to whomever these snakes, as I've mentioned, belong. So if I take it that some of us are still unaware of this. That's why this life force or this source of energy is still sleeping. Whereas some of us, like the huge snakes in my dreams, they have already grown and they are starting to wriggle already. So I guess for some of you, a lot of you are already advanced in this when it comes to this topic. So you most probably might know a lot more than I, but anyway, it's just my goal to share the dream, hoping that it would benefit whoever clicks on this video. Okay, so this life force, as we said, is called at the base of the spine. It is sleeping. When you are unawakened, it just remains sleeping. And then when one is more conscious about this life force, the energy spirals upward, activating each of our chakras. Okay, so you could just picture it like, well, I'm recording this in November and it's almost Christmas, and for most households, I guess you have already decorated your houses. So advance Merry Christmas to all of you. And well, chakras, as I see it and as I would like to think about them, it's like, you know, plugging in a Christmas light. If you have 7 colors in that Christmas light, or how many colors there are, probably 4, it's lighting up all of these colors, because our chakras also are related to different colors, are described, defined by different colors, and we have 7 in all, like 7 colors of the rainbow also. Okay, so per definition, our chakra is referred to as each of the centers of our spiritual power in the human body. So if you notice, my videos are talking a lot about our spirituality. There, and if you haven't considered yourself as a powerful being, you actually are. Okay, it's just a matter of trying to harness these powers, like a character in the Avengers movie, probably. Okay, but anyway, that aside, that's how powerful you are as a human being. If we try to focus a lot more on our spiritual side than our physical side, okay? So what are these 7 chakras? We start at the base of the spine, and then we try to light them up one after the other up to the top, okay? So the one at the base of the spine is our root chakra. Now this is responsible for grounding, essentially. So guys, I'll just be introducing some of these to you, and then you may just try to research on them on your own, because there's a lot to be said about them, okay? So at the root of our spine is the base chakra, and it is responsible for our grounding, for us being balanced as individuals. And I talked about more about being balanced in my second video. Okay, and then next, going up is our sacral chakra, which governs our reproductive system, and also the stomach, covers the stomach also. And this is responsible for our creativity, okay, among others. Everything I'm going to mention this would be among others, okay, because they govern a lot more. Going up, our solar plexus chakra. Okay, this governs our level of confidence. Now, I'm not talking about ego or pride. Not ego, not pride. Just our confidence, you know? When we have to do something and we're driven to do something. Basically. And then next would be our heart chakra. Our heart chakra, emotions, our capability for love and compassion, stuff like that. And then next going up is our throat chakra, which governs communication. The last two would be our third eye chakra, which is here in the middle of our brows. And then lastly, our crown chakra, our thoughts. Now, our third eye chakra would be responsible for our intuition, and then our crown chakra responsible for our thoughts. Okay, so we are called upon to balance all of these. And how do we balance them? I guess from how I saw and interpreted it from the dream, I was carrying a baby. So what does this mean? I guess what this means is we try to get back to basic. You know, when we were created pure. All of us were created pure. And I think it is essential, especially at this time, that we listen to the invitation to go back to our selves, our basic selves, connected as much as possible to our spiritual selves, to our spiritual nature, connected to God, to the spiritual realm, to our angels, our guides, to all the saints. And I'm recording this, by the way, on November 1, All Saints Day and All Souls Day. Tomorrow, All Souls Day tomorrow. Okay, so I would just like to look at it as a spiritual celebration. So so there, I'm not going to make this video long, guys. So if you are so inclined, please do research on this more if you're interested about it. So there, so if you have forgotten, since as per definition, chakra is defined as our spiritual power. Sometimes, I guess what I want to point out before ending this video is that sometimes we forget that each of these points are very powerful. You know, what you release out there, what you say, what you think, how you feel is very, very powerful. So it is important that we are careful also. If we want to be balanced, if we are careful with the way that we use each of these chakra points, each of our power points, so to speak. So there, so our thoughts are very powerful. Our intuition is very powerful. Our words are very powerful. As they say, your words can build or destroy another person. Our emotions are very powerful. Sometimes we are governed by our emotions, and sometimes we govern our emotions. Sometimes we are too emotional. Sometimes we don't display any emotion at all. So So there, our confidence level is also powerful. Our creativity is very powerful because it gives rise to all of these things that we're able to come up with that help the human race or stuff like that. And our grounding is very powerful, being balanced. Okay, so I trust that in watching this video, I am hoping that we would just try to connect with our spiritual powers, and in doing so, I guess the best way to activate them also is to connect with God, to connect with the higher realm. Well, especially with our intuition. Okay, when we talk about our intuition, these are the are the things that we know and feel are right. Sometimes something feels right, we follow our intuition, and they guide us. And well, when we follow our intuition, as per my experience, you would you would just be surprised at what you discover, and just little things. They don't have to be such big things. So there. Okay, guys. So this wraps up my dream on snakes. If I have other dreams, then I would be talking to you more about them. Of course, in our dreams, I have dreams that are personal and some which I feel the need to share, and this is one of them. Okay, if I do get some more downloads, then I would be talking about them, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the messages from this dream. Okay. As always, this is just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, and stay with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, however you call Him. Okay, and please, guys, please like this video so that it will be circulating more. And if you would like to, please do subscribe and share also. Thank you so much, and happy Halloween to all. Have a spiritual day. Okay. God bless.